Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 77 of WCW. I am Swarls. We are 15 days away from night one of Starrcade, so we are pretty much on the home stretch here. I'm hoping to finish all of the TV before Starrcade on this stream, which would lead us next stream to starting things off with double pay-per-views, because we're doing 2 nights of Starrcade. And then that would, honestly, that'd probably be most of the stream. That and then, like, notepad time would probably be the whole stream. Maybe the Nitro after that, but probably not, because we'll have a lot of planning to do. Not just for, like, our next pay-per-view, but just also, just like, we'll be going into a new year. Like, what do we want to do in 1995? That kind of stuff. Anything of note here? Not really. There are only 30 days remaining on the contract of Jun Akiyama. Alright, well, let's fix that. We're not really doing anything with June, but, like, we should be. Sure. Oh, no, the weird excursion thing is happening again. He wants to go back to All Japan to end his excursion, but All Japan doesn't exist. Shit. You want a year? No. Hey, let's do this. You want a handshake deal? How about an ongoing handshake deal? Alright. Six months. Fuck. 3 months. 1 month. Okay, a 1 month contract. What's even the point of that? I don't know. Minoru Suzuki has taken an MMA fight. Okay, I guess we have Suzuki on our watch list. This is a very not right era photo, but okay, sure. House show in New England drew about 1,000 fans. Okay. Principe Odin Jr. Odin? I don't know. Would you guys believe that I did 4 years of Spanish in high school? Cuatro años. Okay, people watch Saturday night. Alright, great. Also, I have to remember for the go home Saturday night, I need to not do it on a Saturday night. I need to remember to switch that to, like, just doing it live on Wednesday or whatever. What's this? Oh, yes. Okay, great. Zodiac, what's up, man? Just in time for the first show. Alright, no nights off. I assume we're going to go southeast on Starrcade, whether we do Georgia Dome or, further south. Maybe we'll go somewhere in Florida, but we're probably going to do a big stadium. So let's stay out of the southeast for a couple weeks. I said I will go to the southwest. Last time we did California. Let's go to the MGM Grand. I don't think we've run Vegas. We were just in Vegas all weekend in real life. I mean, I wasn't there, but I watched a million shows from Vegas, so I'm in the mood. Let's go to the MGM Grand. We are running 2 pay-per-views in 2 weeks, so we probably need every creative finish we could possibly muster. So I think we're just gonna stack these for every show until then. What extra sucks is we're only getting 135 points. We could add one more to this team, right? Or is 5 the... I don't know. We should check that. Because we are not getting as many points as we should be. Let's see. Bobby Heenan tried to bring Razor Ramon into some backstage team building, but only succeeded in annoying him. Cool. Jim Ross and Megumi Kubo had to be separated. I would love to know what that argument was about. I would love to know. Megumi Kudo, JR set up his fucking barbecue set again, and Megumi Kudo was like, "Your barbecue sucks!" And then JR was like, You're a harlot! You're a Jezebel, Megumi Kudo! And then Cynthia Moreno and Steve Regal. I don't know what's going on this week. Yeah, we got some training. All right, great. You know what? Let's everyone chill. Everyone fucking calm down. Okay. Alright, so Eddie is pissed at Savage. Yep. Oh, Rick Rude wants to work with Vader. Sure, we should. We only have 2 TVs until these Starrcade, so we kind of some of the stuff we have to like go on. We just like real fast, real fast. For example, Dr. Death. Oh, we turned him. Okay. What was the turn angle? Oh, Grody turns on Williams. Hanson makes a save. Okay, so we did that. We have that set up as a storyline, right? We did all the storylines. I would be a goddamn moron if I didn't do all the storylines, right? Yeah, no, we did them all. Okay. Yeah, Miracle Violence Connection explodes. All right. I mean, we certainly set up a tag match. I would say we just go to that. I say we just do Stan Hansen and Dr. Death against Terry Gordy and his good friend Mitsuharu Misawa. We're going to give these guys 16. I would assume either of these guys need stuff. Yeah, they're both neutral. What about in the Triple Crown scene? Fairly good, neutral. Okay. So it sounds like Stan and Dr. Death are probably winning this, although the heels, the NWO should probably get the heat, brother, and all that shit. So let's have Terry Gordy pin Dr. Death. And let's do interference from Ventura. Alright, and I'm going to do a backstage promo before this match with Steve Williams and Dr. Death, or that's the same guy, with Steve Williams and Stan Hansen. Basically, Steve is going to be like, "Oh, thanks for saving me last week, Stan." And then Stan's going to be like, "It was nothing, brother. You were the only guy in the NWO that stood up for me. All those other guys are snakes. They turned on me the first second they could. You're my only true friend. Let's go kick their ass, brother." Like that kind of stuff. Actually, now that I think about this, there would be... I think Stan actually has to win this match to set up the Triple Crown match, because otherwise he's really just been losing a lot. So if he doesn't pin Misawa here, like, we haven't... I'm acting like that match is, like, on the books, but it's not on the books. So we're actually going to swap this around. We are going to do Stan Hansen pinning Misawa. And we will do botched interference from Jesse Ventura. Great. Everyone's cool with that. All right, let's do big promo with Rick Rude and Big Van Vader. Where basically, Rude was watching Vader last week, and he's going to talk about, like, oh, you're probably coming out, you probably expect me to come out here and call you a sweat hog like I did with Jumbo, but no. Jumbo, he is out of shape, but Vader's, you're a mastodon. You're not fat, you're bulky. You're a strong, you're an unstoppable force. And right now in WCW, you are Sting's sidekick. You could be running this place. You did run this place. You're a former world champion. You could be running Nitro. Instead, you are content to hang out with Sting and be his little buddy. What happened to you, man? You used to be somebody. And then Vader. You know what? Let's not have Vader talking. Let's just have Rick Rude talking shit on him. At first. And then let's send Vader out there to fight him. So Vader, Rick Rude, okay. Rude says Vader is Sting's sidekick. He wants to save him. Vader comes out to fight him. Great. Okay. My notes got reset to the top. I hate when that happens. Alright, what else do we need to set up on this side? Pillman and Lynn just became a tag team, so I really just need to keep having them grind out wins. And then I guess next week they'll grind out another one and then just call out the champions. I believe they beat the Headhunters last week. Yeah, I don't really have any other just like random tag teams. Kamala, you're not. You're a Saturday night guy. What are you doing here? Too Cold and Ray. Why not? That'll be a fun match. In fact, why don't you guys cook? That's not a thing that we do much. Jerry Lynn can win. You guys cook. Alright. Going to turn brands off for a second, as I'm going to have Eddie Guerrero cut a promo on the Macho Man. Let's say Bischoff is interviewing him. Just, Eddie Guerrero, you last week you challenged Macho Man. Macho Man doesn't seem like he's real interested in your challenge. Macho Man, said he wasn't, he respected you to a degree, but he didn't think you're on his level. What do you have to say about that? And Eddie will, he'll say a little bit, but before he can really say much, so this is maybe like a 3-minute promo. Before he can really say much, Savage is going to attack him from behind. Which might be the turn. I don't know if... Let me see. How many things have we done with Savage? 3. Okay, we can turn him. Savage attacker. Eddie Guerrero victim. Eric Bischoff, still a background player. Now let's turn Randy Savage. Savage attacks Eddie. During promo, turns heel. Alright, great. Now let's turn those brands back on. Okay. Jumbo and Tenryu just started. It's very hot. Okay, they just kind of did the random tag gimmick last week. I was going to have them do the random tag gimmick this week. I think they could still do it. Let's do Jumbo teaming with his good friend Ultimo Dragon to take on Tenryu and his good friend Marty Jannetty. Oh, Jumbo and Ultimo have terrible chemistry. Who could have seen that coming? Oh, man. Alright, new plan. Jumbo Tsuruta and his good friend Megumi Kudo will take on Tenryu and his good friend Bull Nakano. Much better. Should I make this a wild brawl? Is that... Yeah, you've got good Puro. You've got good brawling. That's why we signed you. You have extremely good Puro. Yes, you have very... Yeah, let's go wild brawl on this and see what the fuck happens. Kudo probably needs... Yeah, Kudo needs a win bad. If we could get her a win, that would be great. I don't know that we can. But I'm gonna try. Kudo pins Nakano. Flash pin. Oh, Bull's cool with that. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go. Alright. We have like 25 minutes left. Sting can be on Saturday. Dustin, Ron, and Sabu are not really doing... Like, Dustin and Ron are going to defend the tag titles, but they're just kind of chilling until then. Regal and Owen should do something. And Marty and Ultimo, because they... I mean, those 4 guys having a tag match sounds pretty rad. Steve Regal and Marty taking on Ultimo and Owen Hart. Oh, Ultimo also have... I'm starting to think maybe Ultimo is the problem here. Damn, that sucks. That sucks ass. Alright, easy fix. Easy. We can make this a 6-man tag. Easy fix. No problem. So this is now Steve Regal, Marty Jannetty, and someone against Ultimo, Owen Hart, and someone. Teaming with the Faces. I think this would probably be a good spot for like a Johnny Smith. And then heels. Oh, solo Doug Furnace. Look at this, 12. This is going to have to be the storytelling match because nothing else has had it yet. Owen. Owen has neutral, and Regal has fairly good. And then the heavyweight title. Oh, I haven't even started the tag title feud. That's not good. They are both new. Oh, well, Marty probably needs to win again to set up the match. So let's have Marty get a tainted win on Ultimo. That's the story. Okay, great. We have 10 to 20 more minutes. Let's have those guys cut a promo. 6 minutes in ring. Dustin. Dusty. Ron. Sabu, you are there. I guess this could be after Brian and Jerry have their match. Basically, cutting a promo. We're open challenge to open challenge to all competitors for Starrcade for these tag titles. But hey, a lot of people are talking about this Brian Pillman Jerry Lynn team. We think they'd be good. We think they'd be great challengers. And then someone could win like a squash, or we could just do another promo. Where are we at percentage-wise? Yeah, we're good. Either way, we're good. We probably don't have Kobashi just like win a match often enough. Let's do that. Or maybe even like a Kawada. So what's your pop, Kawada? You only have 36 pop, but you're very good. But if you teamed with Kobashi, who is over, you guys could just beat some guys. That would be fine. You guys could just beat the Headhunters. That sounds good. Towie's not recognizable either, is he? He's even like less popular than Kawada. Yeah. All right. Kenta Kobashi and Kawada will beat Headhunter A and B. I will give this 8 minutes. We will give the win to Kawada. Boom. 91 minutes. Okay. Let's open with this Rick Rude promo. I like that. Let's put this down here. Yeah, that's pretty good. We have 2 matches in a row, but that's fine, I think. If we opened with one of these matches, it wouldn't be a big deal, but I don't really... I think this is fine. Let's say, I don't know, an 80. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna say like an 87. I don't think this is gonna be like a crazy good show, but it could be. Okay, 93 promo. Good. That is what I was hoping for this. Rick Rude promos always cook in this. And we need that to like get this Vader feud going. 77 for Kobashi and Kawada just beating the Headhunters. I will definitely take that. I'm surprised Headhunters don't have the tag specialist bonus or a chemistry bonus. All right, we got an 80 for Pillman and Lynn against Too Cold and Rey Mysterio. That's very good. Rey's starting to get 70s. That's good. I think this Rey Mysterio fellow is working his way up the card here. Perhaps he can make something of himself someday. My secondary screen just disappeared. Okay, there we go. That was scary. 65. Dusty did a really bad job. This was not what I needed for this promo. I thought these guys were going to cook, and they did a really bad job. That's a shame. I need you guys to heat this fucking story up that I just created, because I forgot. I will definitely take an 81 for a match that had Doug Furnas and Johnny Smith in it for no reason. Shout out to those guys for keeping us from getting dinged on chemistry bonuses. And we set up Marty and Ultimo as an official match, so that's good. Oh, Marty's got a hot new move. He just invented the rocker dropper. Let's go. This got a 79. I thought it would do better, but I guess we didn't. I should have had Eddie Cook and then get attacked by Randy Savage. That probably would have done better. But as it is, we are turning the Macho Man. Complete success. All right, great. Him and Eddie could be like low key the match of the weekend. That could be a crazy match. $81 on the women's match. Hell yeah. I think Wild Brawl was the right call on this. And that was with Bull being offered games, so this could have been better. Hopefully a match this good and a win over Nakano bumped up Kudo a little bit. That would be big for us. 73. Yeah, these guys aren't talkers. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. 81 main event. That sucks so bad. I'm assuming we got like double low heat. Yes, we got double low heat. That sucks. Because, like, look at these numbers. 81, 90, 95, 81. Like, those four numbers coming together to get an 81 is brutal. Gullo, my precious, hello. I'm sorry it's 2:30 a.m. where you are. That is too late. As someone who is trying to stay up until 2:30 a.m. for WrestleMania weekend shows all weekend, I couldn't do it. So, God, thank you for doing it. I was falling asleep at like 11. I'm old now. 84. That's rough. That's rough. Main event should have been a lot better though, so it is what it is. I'm just kind of getting worried about these Starrcades because the turnaround between Fall Brawl and Starrcade was kind of fast. So now it's like some of these matches where we really like the big stuff is gonna do well. Like Sting and Steve Austin is super hot. But, like, Masawa and Stan Hansen is apparently not super hot, which I thought it would be. That's supposed to headline Night 1 of Starrcade? But you know what? The Maritimes liked it, so that's what's important. Those are wild stats. 4489 aerial, and then just like 0, 0, 0. We re-signed June. So Jun Akiyama is doing the thing for people because I don't think anyone was in chat when this happened. He's doing that thing where his contract's running out, and they went to resign him, and then he was like, "That contract is longer than my excursion. I'm going home soon." And I was like, "Oh, June, there's nowhere to go home to, buddy. This is it." So I don't know. I gave him a 1 month contract, but we might just keep giving him one. I don't know. I don't know what to do with him. Misawa says Rey Mysterio sucks and he has no psychology. Thank you, Misawa. Just gonna go ahead and delete that one. Sabu says Bull Nakano is a star in the making and she could be some serious money in the future. Thank you. This is what the emails we're looking for. The supportive and unproblematic Sabu sending me a polite email about Bull Nakano. Alright. Dump Matsumoto forgotten? No one's booking Dump? Oh yeah, you're kind of cooked at this point, huh? But you're probably popular in Japan. No, not really. Alright. I guess that checks out. Boy, a lot of people are complaining about being forgotten. I guess we've just hit some kind of some trigger for it in the game. Do you know who I am? The first time this came up, I was like, this guy just looks like Bubba Ray Dudley. And then it turns out this is Bubba Ray Dudley. This actually is him pre-Dudley Boys. Bret Hart, Big Boss, in a cage match? In a cage match on Superstars? Y'all are just throwing out cage. Okay. Alright. You guys want to win this wrestling war. Alright, I see how it is. Alright, Saturday night. Oh, what am I doing? No nights off. Alright, we're staying out of the southeast until it's time. So let's go Midwest. We went Iowa last time. So this time we are going to do... let's go to the Williams Arena. Oh, I forgot to add them. Alright, whatever. Creative finish, big gamble, no thank you. Creative finish, likely, I mean, I'll take it. Creative finish, a likely for Terry Gordy. Okay. Could have gone better. Steamboat with some training. Ric Flair got into a fight with Ted Turner. Oh no. Careful, Rick. Okay, and that's it. Alright, everyone fucking chill. Everyone calm the fuck down. Seeing Ken Shamrock. Okay, so Ken Shamrock, we set Ken Shamrock up for that U.S. title match. Okay. Okay, we have to debut. Insane sentence. We have to debut Kamala tonight. I want to just please be on Saturdays. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Warrior and Piper against the two guys that aren't Vampiro. So that's gonna be the Shockmaster and the Widowmaker. This probably doesn't need 10 minutes. This could probably go like 8. 8. We're going to do storytelling. The Ultimate Warrior is going to win by disqualification when he is attacked by Vampiro. And then after the match, we're going to do the big debut angle, baby. We got Vampiro attacking. We got the Shockmaster attacking. We got the Widowmaker attacking. We got Ultimate Warrior. He's a victim. We got Roddy Piper. He's a victim. And then we got Kamala making the save. Let's go. What a hot start to this show. Let's do an angle with Ken Shamrock and Cactus. And I guess Bockwinkel should be there too. Riley, what's up, man? Let's call this U.S. title contract signing. And instead of putting Shamrock through the table, I think Cactus Jack is going to get in a cheap shot on Bockwinkel. I think that's what we'll do. So let's call this U.S. title contract signing. Leads to Cactus attacking Bockwinkel. Alright, great. Well, the card is booked, but we just need to, you know, we need to advance some stories and whatnot. Did we turn Terry Funk yet? No, preparing to turn. How many? 2. Okay, so we still can't do it until next week. He's also preparing to turn. He's only got 1. That's not great. All right. And then Avalanche. Yeah, we really should turn him. If we do 2 segments, we could turn him. So I think that's what we'll have to do. We'll have to start. So let's do just like a short 2 or 3 minute, like, Terry Funk backstage, talking to Dave Finlay about how much he hates that big son of a bitch, the Avalanche. So that'll bring us to 3. So then we'll have Avalanche squash somebody. He's squashed everyone. Let's get a local. Who wants to lose to the Avalanche? Greg, not you, Greg. Navajo Warrior. Navajo Warrior, congratulations. You are jobbing to the Avalanche. So he's going to squash him. And then afterwards, Terry Funk is going to run out and beat up Avalanche, and this will be considered his face turn. Let's put Finley just like in the background because he can't turn yet. He would only be at 2. Okay. What's going on with world title scene? What do we got? This is extremely hot. All right, we did tag match last week. Awesome characters each other with their teaming, seeing promo, hyping Starrcade, promo saying. All right, so that is officially announced. I kind of want to do some kind of like big angle, like not Sting getting hit with a car or something, but like something of that level. Something to really like, hey, it's Starrcade, let's do something big. Like, oh, I'm afraid to do a stunt bump, but I think I want to do like an attack angle with a stunt bump. I think that's what we're going to do to try to juice this up. Austin, Sting have crazy brawl. That leads to Sting getting thrown. We wouldn't have a stage. Maybe we could do a thing where he gets like they brawl in the crowd and he like he get thrown off the balcony or like thrown down the stairs or something like that. Let's say he gets thrown off a balcony. A small balcony, you know, not like a 20-foot jump, but like a 7 or 8 foot jump. Also, is Sting going to be willing to do this? Yes, hell yeah. Okay. We need wrestling on the show. Go figure. Okay, we've officially announced the Steiners match. I don't know if we've officially announced Henning Steamboat rematch. It probably goes without saying. But we've done a lot of like Steiners and Horsemen 6 and 8 man tags. Like I feel like, well, we did Ric Flair and Scott Steiner 1-on-1. That's fun. Then the week before that, yeah, we did Steamboat and the Steiners against the 4 Horsemen. And then maybe we could do like a 5-on-5. We had the Horsemen teaming with Bigelow to take on like Steiner's, Steamboat, Battle Cat, and a 5th person. We could figure out a 5th person, right? Yeah, let's do it. Rick, Arn, Tully, Kurt, Bam Bam Bigelow, taking on Steamboat, Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, the Battle Cat, and last but certainly not least, you know what? While Takada is here and not leaving for his MMA fight yet, let's use him. He's super over. He will help this match a lot. Nobuhiko Takada, baby! Look at this, 16. Let's look at these storylines. Steiner's vs. Horseman Part 2. Arn? Oh, Arn is poor. Wouldn't have expected that. Let's look at Hennig Steamboat. Kurt is poor. Kurt is poor. Sounds like the Horsemen need a win here. Let's have Kurt Hennig get a tainted win on Steamboat. That is our big main event. Randy Savage. Randy Savage is going to cut a "You People" promo about, you know, oh yeah, the Macho Man said that he was too good to wrestle Eddie Guerrero and you all got mad at me. But you're all, because, oh, Eddie Guerrero, oh, we love Eddie Guerrero, oh, look at the high flying he does. Well, Macho Man invented high flying. Eddie Guerrero's not on my level. How dare you get mad at me for saying that? He's not. I'll just advance the storyline instead of turning the thing off. Okay. That 10-man tag kind of got us to put everyone that kind of like squeezed everyone that matters onto the one thing. So we could kind of just book a match. That's the thing we can do. We could just have guys wrestle. What an idea. Doug Gilbert's cooled. Let's get you uncooled. Let's give Doug and Eddie a win. Against Joey Maggs and the Italian Stallion, aka the Italians. I'm honestly shocked we've never done this. Doug is cold. He gets the win. We still need 10 minutes. Okay, new plan. Uh, y'all are going 20? All right, great. Now we need 6 more minutes. That sounds like a promo. Who gets to cook? We could have someone cook before this 6-man tag, or the 10-man tag, excuse me. The Horseman can cook. You know what? I think the heel team should cut a promo before the match with Bam Bam there too. Honorary Horseman Bam Bam Bigelow. Backstage. Let's just call this hype. Rick, Arn, Kurt, Tully. You can simply stand there. Bam Bam. You know what? I'll let Bam Bam talk. You guys are talking about the Steiners and Steamboat and fucking Battle Cat. Beautiful. What are we? Oh, let's open with Savage. That should be a hot start. Let's do the Terry Funk thing then. Boom. 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 Let's move this contract signing up. Let's move this, like, here. That's a show. I fear this main event is also going to get like an 80 or an 81 because we have like 3 feuds in it and they're not all going to be hot enough. So I'm going to guess low again and say like an 86. Ooh. Ooh, 100 on the Macho Man promo. Now this is interesting because Macho Man was getting like 82, 83 promos. Now we turned him heel, he's getting 100. But he's amazing at being a face and a heel. So I don't know. Maybe he just has more momentum now from the heel turn, but I think he had momentum. But that is interesting that we turned him heel and now he's getting hundreds. We got a 62 for the Gilberts versus the Italians. That sure is, yep. True and true. $76 for Cactus Shamrock promo, and then Cactus punching Nick Bockwinkel. That sounds about right. Ken Shamrock, not exactly known for his talking, so. 75. Oh, Finley can't play a face. Chat, do we go ahead with the Finley face turn, or should we have him, like, stab Terry Funk in the back and side with Avalanche? It's the second one, right? Yeah, in fact, let's... Because he's about to show up in that next segment. Cancel that turn. Okay, Avalanche squashes Navajo Warrior. We get our classic 70. Navajo Warrior was really off his game. Bad time for that to happen. Then we got 75 for Funk coming out to fight Avalanche. Turn him face. Complete success. Let's go. $87 for Sting taking a stunt bump. And it does not appear as though he died. So that's good. That would have been really bad if Sting had died taking this stunt bump. $71 for this. That is, you know... I will say, like, crowd is kind of into this, although it was really bad. And then, oh my god, it's Kamala. It's got a 58. That's not good. We're going to sell some Kamala merch. That's great. 83 for this promo. Alright, come on, main event. Come on, main event. 79. What the fuck? Math is not math in here as we get an 86, 82, 79. That's brutal. I'm going to assume this is triple low heat. Double low heat. Hennig Steamboat has low heat? And Bigelow to Cat. Yeah, Bigelow to Cat has low heat for sure. 86. That's exactly what I said it would get. So I guess I can't be that mad. But a 79 for that 10-man tag. Jeez. Okay, made money. Pop recap. Bing bong. Okay. Yuji Nagata and Sid Vicious got into a fight in New Japan. Hell yeah. Okay, so the next Saturday night should be the go home one. Yeah, because 9 days, but Nitro's in 4 days. So let's go to World Championship Wrestling. Let us modify this TV show. Held on Wednesday. Tape one show. Can I change it to live? It doesn't seem like I can change it to just be live. Whatever. I'm just going to say Wednesday and Wednesday and then just hope that makes it a live show. It should be fine. We're going to do a live on Wednesday episode of Saturday night going into Starrcade. Because obviously Starrcade Night 1 is on a Saturday. We don't want to do it on both. That would be bad. Is this a real photo? Is this what this man's face looks like? This looks like AI. Shiro Koshinaka argument, blah, blah, blah. Okay, not much here. Hello, Brazo de Plata. Okay, what do we got here? House show. Cool. Oh, she's married to the Sandman. I was like, this person looks vaguely familiar. It's the Sandman's wife. Oh, we got a graduate of first refusal for Eileen Montoya. Show me your profile. What are your skills? You could have very good basics. Everything else you have is like not great. Your aerial could be okay. You are 18. You do have good star quality and sex appeal. Yeah, go to Dev. Sure. Go to Smoky Mountain. Eileen Montoya. Kyoko Inoue had a healthy baby boy. Congratulations, Kyoko. Takada is training for his upcoming MMA fight. He will return in 5 months. Well, I'm glad we got him one last 10-man tag before he fucked off for 5 months. That's brutal. Okay, we got a .81 for Saturday night. Volador Sr. Dan Spivey's gone from ECW. Cool. That means that's... Alright, ECW December to Dismember 1994. We had the Convict, that's Nails, defeating the Sandman to retain the ECW title. That was probably an all-time classic. Billy Black to Butch Reed in a ladder match for the NWA title. JT Smith beat Larry Winters. Tony Rumble beat DC Drake. Sakatsu Oya, Dan Spivey, and Taru defeated Diablos Macabre, King Kalua, and Salvatore Balomo. What a match. They bring in Dan Spivey, and this is what they do with him. Yeah, this is a real like Eastern Championship Wrestling. Jimmy Janetti. Oof. Yeah. They they must want us to fire Paul so bad. They're like, please, please fire him and let us send him to be our booker. Please, we're begging you. All right, no nights off. Staying out of the southeast. So let's go to Mid-Atlantic. Last time we were in Maryland. Let's go. I feel like we haven't been to West Virginia in a while. Booking. I was thinking between shows. Like, there was a thing I wanted to do, but I couldn't remember. It was to add another booker. Alright, come on. Bit of a gamble. I don't want a bit of a gamble. Create a finish. Likely. Okay, come on. Give me some certainties. God damn it. Okay. Paul Lee and Bobby Heenan got into it, sure. Tender training. Bobby Heenan pulled a rib on Ultimo Dragon. Okay. Jumbo and Brian Pillman had to be separated. Backstage Gotchas that Marty Jannetty and Negro Casas had to be separated. Right, Negro Casas is here. Probably. I mean, we're going to do him in Ultimo. Marty might have won that light heavyweight title if we didn't sign Negro Casas, but now that Negro Casas is here, I want him to wrestle Ultimo. Dustin Rhodes and Marty. Fucking chill, bro. God damn. Alright, let's, 6 minutes. Stan Hansen. Mitsuharu Misawa. The Triple Crown match is official for Starrcade. Let's announce it as the main event, even. Promo setting up Hansen, Misawa for Triple Crown as main event of night 1. Let's use a fucking. Do we have any good angle ideas? Oh, we only have specific people angle ideas. That sucks. All right, well, let's see how they do. Three v 3. We are going to do Ron, Dustin, and Sabu against Brian Pillman, Jerry Lynn, and Mike Awesome. The Nightmares versus the Dangerous Alliance. 12 minutes. Storytelling. Your winner of the match, Brian Pillman. Let's have him get a tainted win on Ron Simmons to officially set up this tag title match. Alright. Vader and Rick Rude should probably do something. I'm afraid to put that as the main event now because it's not going to be hot. Yeah, it's only hot. I need to... Alright, world title is extremely hot. What else? Is anything else extremely hot? No. I only have things that are, like, very hot. What can I get from very hot to extremely hot? MVC Explodes, Regal Owen. Who can just cut a promo and get their shit going? Triple Crowns. I'm trying with them. TV title open challenge is probably really close to being very hot because we have a lot of blues here, and Savage isn't here, so Eddie can just cut a promo, talking shit on Randy Savage, or just advancing the angle because again I forgot to do that. And he's just going to cut a promo. You know, Savage, you attack me from behind. You know, you keep saying you're better than me, but if you were really better than me, you wouldn't need to attack me from behind. You know, it's this Starrcade. I was gonna say this is this Saturday or is it this Sunday? What night did I put this on? Night 2. This Sunday, Starrcade. I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna shock the world. I'm gonna win the TV title, and I'm bringing it to Nitro. This will be a good match. I don't know if it's the main event because of the heat, but I mean, Rick Rude and Tenru versus Jumbo and Vader. Hell yeah. Rude, can you brawl? No, not really. But these other guys are probably all so good at it. Yeah. Jumbo's not great at it either. Let's do a storytelling match. Let's do like a 12-minute, not the main event storytelling match with these guys. And let's see. These guys are both going to be neutral. So then let's look at Tenru Jumbo. They are also all neutral. Okay, so we can really think about what do we want to do here. I think it would make sense for Rude to pin Vader and for it to be tainted. Did I say storytelling? No, I didn't. Tell that story, brother. I think this actually is the main event, though. Maybe, you know what? Maybe let's undo that. Because I don't know what else it would be. I know that I said none of these stories are hot, but none of the stories are certainly hot, so none of them are going to hit it. Please go back to having a regular match. I don't think I have a stip on Regal and Owen, but I think there should be a stip on Regal and Owen. Promo setting up Regal Owen British rounds match. I don't actually want to do rounds. Let's just say, like, well, it would have to be. Pure rules don't exist in this world. We could invent them, but no one really. Yeah, we'll do the fucking. I'm just gonna have it be a tech masterclass, but we'll call it a British rounds match. All right. Sting is selling his injury. We gotta do something with Terry Gordy and Dr. Death. That would probably be a promo, but I don't trust either of those guys to cut a promo. So let's do Dr. Death versus Kenta Kobashi. That sounds fucking rad. That sounds like a cool thing we can do. We're gonna do 10 minutes. Why don't you guys have a wild brawl? That sounds awesome. And Dr. Death can win by disqualification when Terry Gordy comes in to beat his ass. Oh, Marty and Ultimo probably needs to be made official. Here's how we're going to do this. We are going to do Marty and Teddy Long, who is his manager. We all remember that. Teddy's basically going to show up with a contract in hand already, saying like, you know, this right here is a contract I had signed by the WCW Board of Officials, making it official for this. What night is it on? Do I not have this down? For Sunday, as we all know, definitely on Sunday, it'll be Ultimo, Marty Jannetty. You're looking at your next light heavyweight champion. Somehow he's gonna get 6 minutes out of that. Good luck, buddy. Do you speak English? I don't remember. Personal details. Fluent English. Perfect. Love that for me. Don't know if you're... okay. Megumi... Oh, fluent English. Okay. 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 All right. Well, God help us. God, I wish we had an angle idea. All right. I'm going to give them like 4 minutes. Bull Nakano. Megumi Kudo. Hyping up their match. You know what? They should probably be a gimmick match too. Yeah, I do have a street fight written down. Yeah, let's set up a street fight. I have no idea how this is gonna do. That's scary. That's we'll see. All right. Let's debut Negro Casas. I think he's recognizable. I think that's why we signed him, because he was already over. Yeah, he got 60 fucking pop. Let's see how he does. 60 pop and 8290 tech. Who else here has some tech? Ogawa will. Cynthia Moreno does, but that doesn't really help us much. Oh, Johnny Smith. Yeah, Johnny Smith would be really good too. Ogawa. I mean, he can wrestle both these guys. We'll start with Ogawa. We'll do Johnny Smith next time. This is the most, like, work rate pervert match I think we've booked so far. Negro Casas and Ogawa. This is the most, like, would never happen in this era in a million years match I think we've done. Negro Casas, Tech Masterclass. Let's see what happens. Oh, that brings us to 87 minutes. Yeah, that's fine. I would like to open with one of these promos. Let's do this promo. Let's start with this. Then the Tech Masterclass. Oh, there's a lot of promos in a row here. Yeah, there we go. I think we are going to get yet another main event that should get like a 90 and gets like an 82. So I'm going to guess like an 85 for the score. It's just not our night. Things aren't. things are not as hot as they should be. Okay, 92 promo. Needed that. Needed that big time. Maybe that'll be enough to get that to like a very hot or extremely hot state for our night one main event, because we need that. $65. Ogawa sprained his ankle. Okay. So that was... I mean, Negro Casas got a 75. So the match getting that was not Negro Casas' fault. Ogawa just sprained his stupid ankle. Oh, he's got a poor gimmick. His Rudo gimmick is poor. That sucks. But yeah, 75. That's really good. He's like a guy right away. That's good for us. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Michael Hayes. You know, a 66 for this Bull and Kudo promo is a lot better than it could have been. That I was really afraid that this was going to get like a 40. I will take a 66. 85 for this Marty and Teddy Long promo? Okay. That's good. That's also like 20 points higher than I thought it was going to do. That's good. 80 for Steve Williams and Kobashi. Hell yeah. $79 for Owen and Regal. It would really be great for this feud if one of them was a good promo, but they are both just like okay at it. An 80 for this. That is also fine. I wish this would have done a little bit better. But an 80 is good. That'll help this advance a little bit. 88 for the Eddie promo. I was hoping we would get like a 95 or 100, but an 88 is very good. 84. I mean, an 84 is better than we've been doing on these main events, but like again, 90, 85 should have at least done an 87 or 88, but we will take an 84. That's also going to like heat both of these up, so that is good. 85. We'll take it. Oh, I didn't get the wide range of angles bonus this time. I was asleep at the wheel on that one. Ogawa is out for a week. Oh, he's going to miss Starrcade. He was definitely going to be on that. Bull Nakano is going to be a star. We're getting a lot of nice emails about Bull Nakano this week. That's good. We got a .84 for Nitro, and Ogawa is injured. I'm going to remember the booking stuff this time. We can add one more, I believe. Who's like actually good at it though? I mean, Bischoff is okay, but it's Bischoff. I would definitely add Tenryu before adding Bischoff. Liger. This would give something Liger to do while he's hurt, but he's also not even like under a written contract to us. Paul Lee has 89. I'm actually surprised he's not on our booking team already with 89. Yeah, let's get Paul Lee on there. All right, this is a wild team. We got Ventura, which is us. Then you got like the old school guys, Dusty Rhodes and JR. And then you've got some Puro from Misawa. And now you've got like the early ECW booking team of Eddie Gilbert and Paul Lee. That's a wild group. That is a wild group. All right, and now we have a live Saturday night happening on a Wednesday. WCW Wednesday night. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Okay. Alright, let's do this. No nights off. Again, we are staying out of the southeast. So let's go tri-state. I feel like we always run Madison Square Garden when we come here. So this time, let's go across the river. Let's go to the Izod Center. All right, how many more points am I getting? Not that many more points. Please. Please give me creative. Please. Near certainty. Thank you. I don't know how many of those I even have. Alright, training. Bobby Fulton did some funny cartoons. Steve Austin and Scott Steiner butted heads backstage. Okay. Did that Steve Austin photo change to him as the... Oh, this is like him as like the ringmaster or something. I hate this photo. I don't like this at all. I mean, of these choices, I guess it's the one we're going with. Because this one is kind of out of date now. I don't like this one at all. That's the one we're using right now. And this is like way too late for... Yeah, this is like 1999 Steve Austin. Like, that feels weird. Let's stick with this, the OG one, I guess. Alright, speaking of Steve Austin, we're going to do a big angle where Austin is basically like, you know, Sting, you come out here, you forfeit that world title. There ain't no way you're going to be able to compete at Starrcade after that beating I gave you last week, after you fell off that balcony. You know, and then Sting's going to come out. We'll have them all bandaged up, holding the WCW title. Like, oh, I hate to disappoint all the little stingers out there, but, you know, I talked to the doctors this week, and they told me that I'm 100% cleared. And then he's going to, you know, punch Steve, and they're going to fight. That is how we are starting that show. That'll be hot. Let's look at these storylines again. We need to get stuff into extremely hot. We have things that are close. U.S. title. U.S. title is something we could do a match with. I think that would help a lot. But, like, for Steiner... Like, Steiner's and Horseman is another one that's very hot. I think if we just did a fucking Horseman promo, that's probably the best thing we could do to hype this up, right? If we just do fucking Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, hyping up the match with the Steiners. Basically, you know, Steiners, we beat you once, we're going to beat you again. You're not the Horseman. You may be well-oiled machines, but you don't have the style and class that we do, etc. This will be a fun match. Let's do newly turned babyface Terry Funk teaming with Ken Shamrock to take on Cactus and Avalanche. Cactus and Avalanche weirdly end up teaming together a lot. This could probably be a wild brawl, right? The only question mark I think would really be Avalanche. Well, Shamrock's not as good as I thought he would be, but he's decent. No, they could do a wild brawl. 10 minutes. Wild brawl. This could go to a fucking double DQ, honestly. But maybe, you know what? Maybe we should give someone some heat going into it. The U.S. title is probably the more important one. Cactus is fairly poor. Let's give Cactus a tainted win. Someday I'll remember where tainted is. One of these streams. Let's get an update on Bockwinkel. We'll do a little bit of hype before this match. Basically just going to be Bockwinkel and Shamrock going, you know, Cactus Jack, you sucker punched me, but you're not the first person to sucker punch me. I'll live to see another day, but I'll be fine and I'll be the same after this, but you won't be the same after Ken Shamrock wins your U.S. title at Starrcade, etc., etc. Let's do. I mean, again, we should do just Steamboat and Kurt talking to each other. Let me look at this card they're on. Are they on night one? No, they are the semi-main on night one. How many matches are on night one? Night one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 matches. But a lot of these matches don't need to be long, right? Like, we have Regal Owen. That'll probably be long. But, like, Gordy Williams could be a wild brawl. Bigelow Battlecat doesn't need to be long. I'm going to have this be a 2 out of 3 falls match. I'm going to write that down on our sheet. We could give them, like, 25, 30 minutes, I think, on the pay-per-view. No problem. And if this gets too extremely hot over the Triple Crown match, it could even be the main event. Because that'll be fucking... I mean, that's going to be a great match. Okay, we need some wrestling. And where better to go when you need wrestling than our fucking Vampiro feud? I would like to kind of get an idea of how Kamala's going to do. So we're going to book Kamala versus the Shockmaster. What a fucking match. Look at this match we're booking. We're going to give it 8 minutes. Is Kamala in that feud? I don't think he's probably not. What is this one called? It's just called Vampiro Wyndham. Okay. Yeah, let's add the Shockmaster. Let's add Kamala. Though I might regret putting these guys in this feud because this match might fucking stink, but whatever. I'm going to give him 8 minutes. 8 minutes. We're going to go double DQ. When we do all the interferences. Kamala, you could be attacked by Vampiro. Shockmaster, you could be attacked by the Ultimate Warrior. Or just, I guess, just Ultimate Warrior. Okay. I think we need to hear from fucking... Kamala, you talk, right? I don't know. No, alright, he should just stand there. Alright. Ultimate Warrior, Roddy Piper, Kamala in the background. Insane promo with just, you know, I went to the deepest parts. No, that's not. I had to find the craziest partner I could find. I had to find a partner who did not care if he injured the vampire. I cannot fucking channel this. I cannot figure out why the Ultimate Warrior would team with Kamala, which, you know, fair enough, I guess. Maybe Piper found him. Maybe that's it. Maybe Piper's going, I finally found my old Rolodex, and I was going through it, and I thought, you know, we're going against these crazy guys. Fucking vampire, fucking glittery helmet guy. we need someone equally crazy. And I didn't even know this guy had a phone number, but I found it. It's Kamala. And then Warrior could be like, that's right, Kamala is a great warrior, and he's going to be a perfect fit for our team. And we're going to destroy the Vampiro and the Shockmaster and the Widowmaker at Starrcade. And also tonight, when you take on the Shockmaster. Alright. We need wrestling. We've been trying to hype up these feuds. Bam Bam and Battlecat could do some more wrestling. With their friends. Battlecat and Nikita Koloff against Bam Bam Bigelow. Against Bam Bam Bigelow and Danny Spivey. Bigelow versus the Cat. Who needs it? Who needs it? Battlecat needs it. Alright, I will give Battlecat the win over Dan Spivey. I think that's the best way to do this. Alright, I'm going to book yet another promo with Randy Savage talking shit on Eddie Guerrero. These guys are just cutting promos on each other every week, and you know what? It's working. So why change things? This is basically going to be Savage telling Eddie Guerrero, you don't even know what you're getting into. You are so over your head. You are, you're going to drown at Starrcade. That's how over your head you are. Okay, now we like desperately need a wrestling match. I'm also realizing nothing I have booked is like a main event level match. Which is not ideal. So we should really book a main event. We have the Steiners. We have Tully. We could do something with the Steiner. We could do Scott Steiner versus Tully. That could be a main event. That could be a main event. $16. Do we have enough time for a 16-minute match? 20 maybe. Yeah, no, we do. We're fine. Scott will win. We'll do botched interference from Arn. Bing, bang, boom. Oh, we didn't do a storytelling match. Well, it's not this one. Battle Pad. Kamal and Shockmaster is going to be bad enough as it is, so let's give these guys the storytelling match. This should be before this. Let's swap this with like this. And then that's the show. The Steiners, especially if we get it very hot with this Horseman promo, I think this could be the first main event we get on this stream that maybe doesn't get dinged for low heat. So I'm hoping we could do like a 90 on this show. I think this could be the show that does good. 93 for this Austin and Sting thing. I will take that for sure. That should be a very good main event for Night 2 of Starrcade. $76, I'll take that. Bigelow carried big time, and that is fine. He is going to beat the Battle Cat at Starrcade. 98, that's what we were looking for. This is what we needed. Let's heat up this tag title feud. Let's get this extremely hot. Now we're talking. 73 for this. Yeah, you know, okay. Sure. $69. I honestly thought this could be worse. Oh, they have great chemistry. It could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. We kind of got lucky. But Kamala got a 64, which is what I was really checking here, which is fine. That's a mid-card grade. That's fine. He will be perfectly fine to get pinned by Vampiro this Saturday at Starrcade. 99 for the Curtin Steamboat promo. Now we're talking. 2 out of 3 falls. Let's get this hot. Let's get this going. 71. This is not what we were looking for. This went the opposite of what we needed. And this got a 78. Which was fine. Did we get hit for low heat on this too? Oh, you bet ya. Alright, that sucks. 61. Why did this get a 61? What the fuck happened? He got 100 last week, and this week he got a 61? What? That's the craziest swing I've ever seen. What happened? Low morale and improvising badly? But he would have had low morale last week, too. He improvised that bad. He just went out there and like had a brain fart. That's crazy. We got a 90. All right. So that did work. This is, in fact, the first main event we got all stream where we didn't get penalized for heat. In fact, we got a bonus for it because this shouldn't have gotten a 90. $91. We also didn't get the bonus. Did I do like storyline or hype for all of them? Yeah, whatever. So that's a legit 91. We'll take it. Financial report. We made money. Yay. Pop recap. Oh, also up in Kansai this week. Okay. All right. That is our last TV show before Starrcade. So let's get right up to Saturday, so then when we come back next week, we can be right there. And yeah, this did in fact. Also, before we forget, let's change this right back to airing on Saturday, so we don't. If I don't do it now, I will fucking forget, and this will be on Wednesday forever. All right. Let me look at these storylines, because I'm a little afraid that they aren't hot enough. Very hot, very hot. Is anything extremely hot? Okay, we got the Steiners and the Horsemen to very hot again. That's just a reliable feud. I put those 4 guys in, and we're good to go every time. It's only that and the world title match, and those are both on night 2. I was really hoping we either got, like, how is Hennig Steamboat only very hot? I thought it would for sure be extremely hot. Or the Triple Crown. But that is also only very hot, which sucks. So I'm a little worried about Starrcade, night 1 and night 2. Night 2 is looking to be the stronger night, which is kind of what you want. But also with 2 pay-per-views on back-to-back nights, we won't be able to just do, like, create a finish for every fucking match like we do on the other shows. So, we're going to have to use them strategically. So, we'll see. Alright, this is going to bring us right up to Saturday. Alright, so for a reminder, these are the cards. Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's 8 and 8. Okay. These are the cards for Starrcade. For night 1, we will have a main event for the Triple Crown of Misawa defending against Stan Hansen. We will have Kurt Hennig taking on Ricky Steamboat in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Warrior Piper and Kamala will take on Vampiro, Widowmaker, and the Shockmaster. We'll have the All Japan tag titles on the line as Ron Simmons and Dustin Rhodes take on Brian Pillman and Jerry Lynn. Steve Regal will take on Owen Hart in a British rounds match. Terry Gordy will take on Dr. Death Steve Williams. Bam Bam Bigelow will take on Battle Cat. And Junichiro Tenryu will take on Jumbo in a number 1 contenders match. And then on night 2, WCW titles, Sting will defend against Steve Austin. WCW tag titles, Ric Flair and Arn Anderson will take on the Steiner brothers. Vader will take on Rick Rude. Light heavyweight title will be on the line as Ultimo Dragon takes on Marty Jannetty. Women's title will be on the line as Megumi Kudo takes on Bull Nakano in a street fight. U.S. title on the line. Cactus Jack takes on Ken Shamrock in a U.S. title match. TV title on the line. Randy Savage versus Eddie Guerrero. And Terry Funk versus the Avalanche. I feel like there's not enough title matches on night 1. Night 1 has Triple Crown and All Japan tag titles, and like that's it. Let's move Savage and Eddie. I can do this on screen. I don't have to do it off screen. Let's move Savage and Eddie to night 1. And we'll give them, because they kind of need a couple bigger matches on night 1. So I'm going to put that in, like, here. And then we're going to move like Bigelow and Battle Cat to night 2. I think that makes it a little more even. Because Savage Eddie is probably like fucking third from the top on this card, honestly. That should be a big match. Yeah, I like that a little better. Because we kind of had like all the title matches on night 2. Now we have 3 title matches on that night and 4 the next night? No, 5 the next night. Well, if we really wanted to, we would move yet another one to night 1. We could probably put Ultimo and Marty on night 1. Yeah, let's move Ultimo and Marty to night 1. Well, Ultimo and Marty probably won't really be that good. So maybe it's fine where it is. Yeah, let's leave it like this. Let's leave it like this. This is it. This is Starrcade. That's the cards. So we'll be back next Tuesday for that. Thursday, I don't know if there'll be a stream. I'm getting dental work done again on Thursday, which I should probably stop making appointments for Thursday, but that's just when they have openings. So I don't think I will be in a state to do a stream. I'll let you know. I'll send out a tweet or whatever, or like a YouTube community post. But it's pretty unlikely that there's a stream on Thursday. Maybe we'll be able to do one over the weekend. Again, I'll keep you posted. I haven't asked Nick about that yet. But next Tuesday for sure. It's Starrcade. That's a huge. The 2 nights of Starrcade and then Notepad time. Probably be a pretty big Notepad time because not just do we have to figure out the card for our next pay-per-view, which I definitely know is sold out, but also it'll be a new year. It's 1995. We might do some like long-term plans there. So we'll do that. But yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you're on YouTube, like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Come watch live Tuesdays. Usually Thursdays, probably not this Thursday, but Tuesdays to Thursdays, 8 o'clock Eastern, twitch.tv/Warles. And that's it. Bye, everybody.